What is up, everyone? It is Andrew here of Beta AT Production and Publishing, bringing you guys a new YouTube video. In this YouTube video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make rap beats super fast. We're going to be using FL Studio 12, but this could actually really be applied to any DAW. I don't know if I'm going to put it for FL Studio 12 in the title yet or not, since this can be applied to any DAW that allows MIDI input. Now, what we're going to be using is the brand new AT Melody and Drum MIDI score kit. This is a MIDI score kit that contains over 200 different MIDI files. So what that means is there's pre-made MIDI files that you can use to put on drum samples or VSTs, and it'll draw them out all automatically with a melody. Now, I can already imagine what the comments are going to be like. Some of the comments are going to be probably talking about, oh, well, you could get the same melody as someone else, and this is a lazy way, this, that, and the third. And pretty much what this is for is it's for advanced users and users with a lot of experience, but it's also for beginning producers. Because I remember when I was learning how to produce, I didn't know examples of good chords and trap melodies or just melodies in general for FL Studio. Like, I didn't know what it looked like, and it didn't matter how many tutorials I watched. Things weren't clicking in. I just couldn't figure out how to actually get the melody to sound nice. Like, it always sounded like ass, I'm gonna be honest, and it was like that for probably a year's time until I was making actually decent melodies, like listenable melodies. I don't want you guys to struggle with that either. So what I'm gonna do is show you guys some examples. We're gonna even make a beat using the MIDI kit, and I'm gonna show you guys how you can even change it around and different examples of using it. So I just pulled up Nexus real quick. We're gonna pull up an ARP. Let's pull up this one. Just an ARP. And we're gonna use a chord. I'm gonna pull up this chord, and we're gonna go to 120. Nah. So I mean, this is like the whole melody. You see the whole thing, and you can even change it around, delete these notes, change them, do whatever. Since it's MIDI, it's not like a saved loop like in the drum kits that we put out, where it's like saved loops where you can't manipulate the notes. So you pretty much can only manipulate the loop, which kind of sucks. They're dope, but they suck. But this is cool because if you got the VSTs and you got all this stuff, which you don't even need like Nexus and stuff, you could use startup VSTs as just building blocks and building grounds. But this is gonna actually allow you to boom, make a dope beat and call it yours. Here's these hi-hats. I'm gonna just let's just be very late. Actually, nah, we already got the MIDI kit, so we don't need to do this. So we go to the MIDI kit because the MIDI kit actually has bass lines, chords and notes, all these chords and notes. Man, that's a lot. And then all these drums. So we got 808 patterns. Oh shit, there we go. 808 patterns, about 22 of them. Different crash patterns, which doesn't really matter. The crash patterns can't really be too different. We got a lot of hi-hat patterns. Let's go with 8. Bear with me, I might mess up with dropping some stuff down. I'm using my laptop trackpad as opposed to a mouse. So we got that, and there, let's go add a snare. All the drums we're using are also available at beatat.com, and I'll put the link for this MIDI kit in the description as well. It's going to just be straight to the drum kit and downloads page on beatat.com. And I will even put a 15% discount code in the description as well. So if you guys made it this far in the video, that's dope. We're not really that far in the video, but you guys do know now that there is a 15% off discount code in the description, and you can use that for anything in the store, like drum kit storage. Alright, so let's get this snare. We're going to put the snare in here. We already have snare patterns in the MIDI kit, so don't worry about that either. So just simplicity's sake, we're going to do this. And let's say you don't want to use a 808 pattern that we already had. You just want to create an 808 pattern off the chord, a melody. So an easy way I found to do this is if you have a C-tuned 808, meaning this is tuned to C5, so it's natural, it's going to be very, I can just click in and it's going to be already on tune. Wow, that did not make any sense probably for some people, but because the thing is, if you're using some 808s, they're not tuned to C5, meaning they might be tuned to like F4. And so what that means is if they're tuned to F4, it won't, if you draw on the notes, it won't actually be the notes. Now that's this tutorial and such for later on. That's not important right now. So right now what I'm going to do is draw in the bottom notes. These, but like an octave lower for the 808. That's because those would be the bass notes. So this would be boom, and that you got kind of like a beat right there. It's kind of basic. We could even add more stuff, so we can go and add addictive keys. We're gonna go over here. Well, if it wants to pull up, arena ballad, Control C, Control V. Let's go ahead and track this. And this. Alright. I do not understand. So right there, we got one beat made, and it's a pretty decent beat, and we made that in like no time. And obviously it's not done, and you gotta do more. You want to add more instruments and such, but that would be one way of going about it. So if we close that, let's pull up this 808 now, and I'm gonna add in a 808 pattern. Show you some of these 808 patterns. Alright, so these are just two different 808 patterns, and I'm gonna pull in a melody. So replace this with Nexus. And we're going to pull up this melody. We're going to go into the trap melodies now. hopefully this is on key. I don't know if this is. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and enter in So that is just another way you can create a rap beat with just a MIDI kit, and you can see we are making beats like pretty fast and they're not sounding too bad. So it has a whole bunch of different MIDI files for you guys to work with, and it shows, you can see exactly what I keep clicking the wrong thing. You can see exactly what each chord note entails, and then you can replicate it. You can even shift the different keys, and you can modulate it, put it in like a mixer channel like how we did, and then do gross beat things to it. Use an ARP instead of a piano, so when you use chords and an ARP, it can get a different sound. So I mean, there's a lot of learning potential when using this MIDI score kit, and even just making beats fast. Or if you're just you're stuck at a drywall or if you're just stuck at a moment or having a writer's block or creative block, you can just toss on a MIDI chord progression that we got, or a trap melody, and then make a beat out of it, and then maybe from there you can stem a new piece of creation from it. So this hopefully this helps you guys. I definitely do think this is beneficial for a lot of producers. It doesn't really confine to just beginners or advanced people, so I think this is just beneficial for everyone. I honestly really do. I've been working on this kit for you all for a long time, so there's some older melodies and some newer melodies, and some older scores and newer scores. So hopefully you guys found this somewhat beneficial. If you guys did, be sure to give us a like, comment, share, and subscribe. All of those are very important for us. It helps tremendously. And if you guys want this, just check out the description or go to beatat.com, go to the drum kits and download section. Thanks, and I'll see you guys later.